Welcome everyone to the losers finals of the Amateur League. In the blue color, this is legit Demise, playing as Cutter. On the other side of Bedrock, we've got Sniper. Gonna be playing as Colony. Interesting pick here. Usually don't expect it too much, but I mean the chopper and skitter pushes can be really devastating. And especially if you manage to catch that jackrabbit, that is huge. But doesn't seem to be going that way. I really like the aggression though with the initial units. It's looking good. Prize pool for this tournament is £50. And the tip top players are out. Even the top players from Rising Star are out. Minis are not coming up here because Legit is actually stealing, but Sniper is looking for a counter steal. Let's see if that works out. So far so good. And I think Cutter has a pretty good matchup here. Like, I think the move is you get not a Spartan here, but a Sniper in the early game, and if there's a Hunter Captain, you're just gonna be shutting it down immediately. Actually, Sniper went for a raid camp in the main, so you really do want to handle that. The Jackrabbit would have seen this, so now you know to go Sniper. Of course, a Spartan can do okay for a while. We'll see what Sniper exactly does. Will it be another raid camp down here? That would be insane. Might go for the big commit. Legit is just playing extremely traditional, but because he's spending... That was a really late generator, wasn't it? Because he didn't get to pick up any of the power. So the Spartan is impossible to make at this point. Plus he's buying Hellbringers, so that's expensive too. Yeah, there's not going to be a Spartan here for a long time. And there's a second raid camp now, so we're going to be looking at double Goliath rushing. No, single Goliath rushing. The main base of Sniper has had it recycled there just after making one. This was for the mini base deals. It's not like a huge commitment, but it could do a lot of damage, especially if it takes on the armory. Because then your additional follow-ups can just go ham on the base. Marines trying to come around to cause some trouble. There are now 2 Goliaths. Plus this guy is going around the back to get things done. There's a second generator coming out as well. And Legit... Ooh, can those mines detonate there? Yes! Really good defense here from Legit. Those Marines will mow this boy down pretty quick. Those snipers equalizing the mini base situation. There's so much more to do. Now Cutter has a Jerome out. The power node has been on for a while. The Marines are working on the minis. There's a lot of Marines here, really. Could give them grenades at this point, because it's probably worth pushing. Sniper has absolutely nothing here, so... If the Marines showed up with grenades and you drop an ODST on that base, I think he just dies. Of course, Legit doesn't know that, so... He might play this way too conventionally. But it is a weakness in this very greedy build of snipers. I mean, this is no units, 2 bases, 2 generators, all harvesters upgraded, right? There's no defensive power behind this. Turret count 0. So if we're gonna see here, upgrade all the pads, finish all the pads, go attack. Still no grenades! Okay, never mind. Sniper's fine. There's not gonna be grenades. Nothing bad will happen, and he's gonna be tier 2. He's gonna have his Capitano. He's gonna have suicide grounds on the high ground, as well as maybe a bunch of rangers soon. Legit's only now at 500 power, but at least does have 4 power nodes. It's not bad. Maybe the Marines can still attack the base over there before it gets too big. But we're definitely looking for a longer match here. Goliaths do get dropped in. There's 2 Marines here to help, and 2 Hellbringers as well. They're pretty fast. Oh man, they do destroy the generator. That's huge. Great trade. Giving away the drop for that. Guys, no. You got all united away. Oh man, and then this guy just goes after the mini base as well. No, no, no. There will be a second base. And you know, ODST drop is still in play. That could be huge here. Choppers seem to be going over mines by themselves. So it's even huger. Let's see if the choppers run over the mines once more. But suicide grunts are gonna be crashing right into the Marines. That hurts. Oh my god, the clump. Choppers seem to have heard about the mines. Or maybe the engineers saw it. No ODSTs! Just the drop turret. Oh man. Oh, that was 4th point, excuse me. Okay, there are ODSTs. That's fine. Unfortunately, the apex is getting missed a lot. You can see a lot of these projectiles just going right through. Not that any engineers are being made. There's a bunch of units standing right out here. The Capitano is here, but not before the buildings get destroyed, right? So they didn't arrive in time, really. There are Rangers, so this has to be respected, and UNSC has to get the hell out of here. What are you doing still? Oh, you got all united, didn't you? Oh man. But another colony drop is ready to go. But main could be assaulted once more. Not. Nice snipe by the sniper. Again, sniper. Oh, doesn't seem to be enough UNSC here to really handle the situation. The mines pre-detonate as well. Just the one that gets the full brunt, but the engineer bubble shield mitigated that. Smoke's nice, but Spartan still gets a hell of a beating. Has to go all the way home. So in the end, Legit does have to respect this, but there's a 3rd generator once again up for Sniper. He himself doesn't have one. Yeah, it's definitely not the place you want to be. 3 snipers, that could be good, but they're so close to the Hunter Capitano, it's dangerous. The Spartan has to do a jump so that they can get some distance. The maybe 5th point could turn this around, but Sniper as well is geared up for it. He just has the Capitano and a little bit of support. Wolverine doing a great job though, picking off the engineers. That's huge. Turret shutting the Capitano up. The big boys are coming in. Spartan needs to get to work right now. Where is the Spartan? Teleport out. Did the Spartan go down there actually? I think so. Ooh, that's some seriously great drops there. Oh my god, everything's going down. That was huge, massive. Even Diego helping out. Okay, you gotta catch the thing. Catch the Reaver. Well, I guess that's not happening anymore. Sniper's adding in a bunch of skits. Probably will have to work on the population upgrades soon. Kept most of the army alive, but yeah, losing a good bunch of those dropped in units. Not the best. There's another Hunter and a Locust in there. Now gone. 5 snipers in the UNSC army. Legit, definitely has a defense. There's not a single turret on the base, so anti-vehicle does lack. Could get a second Diego, of course. I don't think there's like a Spartan coming or anything like that. Meanwhile, the generator is under attack. That's a very expensive loss if that's destroyed. Snipers are doing a great job against the infantry, I can tell you that. Well, I probably won't be adding too much to the fight with the snipers going absolutely ham, but I mean, they are helping. 3 buildings are gone. Can legit Demise actually do his big drop now, or what? He has the money, but so far it's been or what? Put the Cyclops drop in there. There's 2 of them. So together they should be able to get a whole lot done. Third drop's ready. Yeah, guys, imagine what an anti-vehicle turret could do here. It would be nuts. Everything would be gone, and Sniper wouldn't be able to really stay here. Oh no, the Spartan misses the jump! That was not a hijack! No, 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 no. Poor guy. Dude, Sniper's having a party here. He just needs to not get out of that garrison and he's fine. Oh god. Never mind. It's funny because he just got mined. Anyway. Earth base totally up and running. Snipers building the economy of tomorrow. Can this UNSC army actually engage that? I don't really think so. That Capitano is just so intimidating. And this army kind of doesn't have any oomph, you know. Kodiak doing some work. Ah, there it is, finally stealing the veteran boy. Nice one. Those engineers should be going down without any tantrums. What? Still no big drop? A cutter player really doesn't want the big drops. Well, there's rapes now, so expect more of that to be made. Looks like that Spartan lives to fight another day and should be able to take rapes and whatnot, but meanwhile the Capitano has a star. That there's a lot of resources as well. We can expect a big drop. Good timing. Dude, legit Demise is legit screwed. Oh, it's his last base. That's just the main. And this army certainly can take it. That's so many raves. So much base damage. Comes to damage donut, ladies and gentlemen. Will it be enough to save the day against a free base colony? I somehow doubt it. Seems the two Reavers are more than capable enough to handle the situation. Spartan didn't even go in to do something about it. He definitely had the ability ready to hijack, but legit Demise will just lose the base, I guess. There's no helping it. Oh, even the get out of my game card has been played. Oh boy. Right, legitimize. You don't have the cards. Sniper takes game one. There's another chance till later. Game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Legit Demise is bringing Forge here. I was really hoping to see a Johnny again, but that's not happening apparently. Maybe game 3. There's always that chance, but Sniper over there is bringing Shipmaster, who is usually pretty well equipped to deal with Forge. But we'll see. That Forge Hog can be certainly nasty, and if you just manage to avoid the Hunters, you can do so much damage by just running around with Warthogs. Of course, don't forget, Shippy has a pretty good mobility himself, so we'll see exactly where we end up with that. Now, if you have to fight Hunters in Tier 2, with Hunters against Warthogs, the Forge player usually gets to a much easier Tier 3 than you do. And they can just switch up into air. Get some Vultures, nuke your base. It's danger zone. It's the danger zone. Is this what I think it is? Give me another barracks. Make it 2. No! I was so ready. I was so ready for the big pelican cheese. But I guess it's just not happening. Sniper's happy with his mini base deals. He's gonna be getting a second generator back home, and then he can just get the back mini base anytime. No problem. Yeah, that mini base deal is nasty. Like, now you have to make Hellbringers, which you didn't plan to or want to do. You wanted your Marines out there to gather all these crates and get rich and make a second generator and upgrade all your buildings, but no, you have to make Hellbringers now, and your hero is going to be late because of all this, because you didn't pick up the power there and whatnot. So not a great position to be in. You want to get the mini bases secured as quickly as possible, really, even on the way to this pick-me-up. You just stop the jackrabbit here, it will line up perfectly. Only costs you like 2 seconds of pathing. But yeah, we'll have several jackrabbits now. Sniper? Okay, we are committing heavily to the defensive playstyle. Where snipers already teching. Defensive playstyles versus teching usually don't end up going well because you commit so much on units you don't really need. Like that sniper. So yeah, let's see if it can maybe pick off some grunts and pay for itself eventually, but power-wise, definitely not great news for legit Demise, and he's still pumping Hellbringers and whatnot out. Can't afford the Fortrog upgrade. So yeah, the economy will be tied up here for a little bit, I would say. Snipers transitioning into ghosts. Can't go wrong with that, really. Especially if you make a ton of them, it's going to be a really great defense against the Fortrog. May or may not need it, but I mean, you might as well. You're playing against a barracks player, right? Not sure how much Sniper knows about that though. He hasn't seen that base. There's a second generator there, so yeah, this is all defensive also. But you're shipmaster, right? Why not do it? Tier 2? Okay, they're not going to be shielded ghosts. They're just naked ghosts. That's wild. Okay, a good ammo round could absolutely wipe him. Where's ammo? It's not upgraded! You shouldn't be here, legit Demise. No. This is an anti-timing. The timing attack is you show up when the upgrade is done, or seconds after, and then you have your heavy metal to empower your Fortrog and the boys. And then you absolutely, oh my god. As I was saying, you absolutely blast these things to smithereens, but that could have been, imagine how good that would have been with heavy metal empowering. Every single one would be destroyed right now, and the Fortrog would live. Still a good ammo round. Unshielded ghosts just aren't all that, you know? Forge's Warthog getting remade. It will take a bit. Legitimize also trying to expand. So is Sniper, but Sniper's tier 2, so he's very comfy here. Of power node pick-me-ups. But overall, pretty chill game until the tier 2 units are put together. Interesting to see Sniper go for Marauders. Now, pure Warthog transition from a UNSC player would be rather scary. Tier 2 is now getting queued up finally. But we're not going to be seeing a second armory, sir. Okay, Legitimize definitely feeling the nerves here. Good use of the ammo round on the ghost again. And we're gonna be seeing a beam. Fortrog does get out, but every single Marine will be toast. That Fortrog is cooking. Will be getting away in the end. Good number of Rangers. Probably doesn't need more than that. Yeah, he's swapping into Hunters and more Marauders at this point. Crab making an argument for raid 2. As the ghost can then capture. That's true. Then you also might as well grab your shields so that the Forge doesn't just blast them every time you encounter her. It would last quite a long time. And you'd be able to steal all these power nodes. At least decapture. Demise might be looking for a Kodiak drop up here. Has the resources, it's a good time to do it. Might be able to do some damage to that mini base, but you've got to counter attack. And it doesn't seem like an easy hold. Everyone has to come home, and you also got the spirit support chiming in. Demise probably gonna lose the forward base. There's 3 more others here, so there's some pretty serious damage in this. I guess you do want extraction, guys, because of Scatter Bomb being so scary. It's a lot cheaper than teleport. Quicker to use. Hey Chandler, thank you so much for your sub. Good to see you. Halo Wars 2 on Steam. Yeah, give me. 49 months, that's crazy, dude. Surprisingly performing Marauders in this game. As the heavy metal, now you don't want to beam. Now you want to leave. Just let it happen. Come back when it's over. You've got the other guard as well now helping. Once again, deny the base. Sniper's just having the time of his life here. Two-star hunter will be making things happen, I think. Sniper really does lack a Reaver here. Just one Reaver, but ideally 2 Reavers. They are so good at removing Nightingales, oh my god. There's 4 Nightingales, it's a huge commitment by UNSC, right? In terms of population, in terms of cost. So you take them out and you keep your units alive. That's absolute perfection if you can get that done. Mini base does go down. Sniper doesn't seem terribly interested in being highly aggressive. But he does have a locust on the expansion, so that's huge. Just keeping his opponent down. Not allowing that economy to grow, especially with Forge. It's so important to have a large economy, right? Like half your perks. Because of the huge impact it has. It's you have your drops and whatnot, but they just don't play as big a role. What you really care about is your ability to print. Oh, there's no turrets again. It's 12 minutes, so lack of economy, lack of turrets together just really does add up. So Shipmaster with this kind of counter blob doesn't have an easy time with sieging a base, but you do have the Locust in there, you do have your Spirit support as well. That kind of stuff does help, but if you get smoked, maybe not so much. Warthog will be destroyed, and so are many of these air units. There's a scatter bomb. Oh my goodness. Where's the engineer shields? It doesn't matter though. Displacement moves the army away. The banished units stay alive, and we've got a 2-0 in favor of Sniper. Well done. That was a quickie. Congratulations to Legit Demise as well for making 3rd place. Better luck next time. Sniper's a tough opponent. We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.